back to another episode of You'll Love It Here podcast.
We're your hosts, Kelly and Rudy, and today's special guest we have
Me, Camille Hyde. You want to introduce yourself,
Hi,
Camille?
I'm Camille Hyde. I'm an actor.
famous
And,
celebrity icon.
Here with my friends to have a nice little chat.
Yeah, we're so happy to have you. Camille is a singer also.
Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
I've dabbled. I started my career as a musical theater girl.
What genre do you sing?
So probably I'd say like pop R&B.
Cute.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
So it's more of a newer thing for me to do on a serious level, but it's always been like a big passion of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were doing like musicals and stuff?
Yeah, so I
Oh.
grew up doing musical theater, like Oliver Twist and Cinderella and all that fun stuff, and that kind of led into my career.
Where are you from here?
DC.
Oh, okay.
That's how we have a connection.
DMV
DC
girls.
girls.
Woo.
Nothing like us.
Nothing like us.
No us, no the girl.
No to girls. Rudy's from Virginia, but not technically DMV. But
Like Virginia.
yeah.
I'm scared of that, Virginia.
Yeah, she is. She's from
I'm
the country.
from 45 minutes from DC, but
Yeah, that's not the DMV.
Yeah.
But I still claim her as a DMV girl.
We can, yeah.
what do you think counts? Only 30 minutes?
I think like Alexandria is the cutoff. Like,
I think Alexandria, yeah.
So
Fair-
like,
like-
Fairfax, no. Woodbridge.
I don't know. I feel like Fairfax maybe.
Like if you
Woodbridge, no.
if
Okay.
you can easily drive into the city in like
20 minutes.
yeah, like if it's not a big hike for you to like do like your evening routine, like going out, like where do you go out? Because if you go out and like
Yeah, no, I couldn't. Going out
Yeah,
in DC is
you
like, I
couldn't.
have to like fucking make a trip.
Yeah.
A hotel.
you have to be like, I think DMV is like all the places that surround like DC itself.
Yeah.
Silver Spring, like that's DMV. I would not claim Baltimore. When people
Fuck
say
no.
I'm from
I
Baltimore,
feel like you could say
No, Baltimore is not the DMV. No,
it's not.
chance.
Baltimore
about-
is Baltimore.
however far the metro goes.
I think I used to think
I
that
don't know.
too.
I used to
but
think
what
that
is
too,
Forest
but-
Glen?
No.
What is Forest
No.
Glen?
I used to
Like
think that
Vienna?
too, but no, not anymore.
What is Vienna?
Vienna's the
Tyson's
farthest it
Corner,
goes.
McLean, like that's still
Yeah.
the DMV because it's on the
Yeah.
cusp. Like
It's on the
Alexandria's here.
Beltway.
Yeah, it's on the Beltway.
Yeah.
So it's like DC's here, and then
That's
Maryland.
actually a good thing.
Yeah,
the Beltway.
the Beltway.
And
Yeah.
it's on top
100%.
of the Beltway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because it's like we're in Maryland, like Fort.
Bowie.
No, that's too far.
That's not. No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
Bowie's
that's
not
too far.
DMV.
I think Bowie's too far. I
I
think like
Hyattsville's right outside, like northeast. Like
Yeah.
that's technically.
and like where the
PG
National Harbor is, that's the DMV.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can see DC from
PG
there.
County.
PG County.
Well,
PG
it
County
is from PG.
Alexandria.
Yeah. But he claims DC.
But I
I
feel
claim
like
DC
Baltimore
too
people
because-
say DMV.
Who?
Baltimore people
No.
be saying
No,
that.
we
We
don't.
don't claim
I feel like
them
they
back.
do.
We
There's
do
no
not.
chance. That's like an hour away.
That's an hour away and a
That's further
completely
than Rudy
different.
lives.
That
That's true.
has its own city. Its
yeah,
own
and it's its
vibe.
own city. It literally has its
Yeah.
own team.
Its own team.
There's no
Which
way.
is my team. The Baltimore Ravens are my team. So people think they're like, oh, you're from Baltimore, right? I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No,
That's
I'm
crazy that you root
not.
for them.
You a football fan?
I'm a big football fan. I love football. I grew up watching football, so
It's about to be a season.
I know. I'm excited.
About to be season.
Would you
I
date
know.
The Flocks.
football players or
What I
not?
did. Oh, wow. Ha! No. I never say never.
You're open to it, but you're not
I don't know. I
jumping
feel
at the
like,
opportunity.
you know, it would take a really special person for me to date a professional athlete. It's not really something I jump to do. It's not.
Why, they have a bad reputation?
I think they have a bad reputation, and I'm not judging everyone, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, I don't know if that is conducive to my lifestyle and my mental health. So.
Yeah.
I respect
Never
that.
say never, but probably not.
Sis, I might be right with you.
I respect that. We finna go find a whole new genre.
I might be right with you. Camille, take me on trips, because
Yeah.
shit. It's
Yeah.
looking ghetto out here for me.
Yeah, it is a little ghetto out here, isn't it?
Yeah. Whew. Anyways, we're off that topic. Quickly.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Next subject.
Where's the mug?
Where's the ticker? Okay,
We didn't open your
let's open the thing. Let's do that. Perfect timing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we always make the guests drink a Corona, and Camille's a very good sport and is drinking the Corona with
Yeah,
us.
put it
And I'm
right
gonna
there,
drink a
close.
can because I'm a weirdo and I drank the entire thing last time.
Okay, and
Oh, wow. Ooh.
Those are some beautiful sounds to my ears.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mine's almost gone, but
Cheers. Chin chin.
Right on time. That joint tastes like
summer.
I don't like the can.
The can doesn't hit the same.
It doesn't
at all.
hit the same. Like I'm just in shock that tastes like that. Okay, let's start out with the game.
Okay.
Because we always do that. And we're gonna start out with a rapid fire this or that. So you just have to quickly say, obviously this or that. Exactly.
All right.
So
She gets
quickly.
it.
Let me not say
No
anything.
thinking. No.
Oh God.
No thinking involved.
Okay. Thank you.
1, 2, 3. South of France or Italy?
South of France.
Go already.
Athlete or finance bro?
Finance, bro.
East Coast or West Coast?
East Coast.
Acting or singing?
Acting.
Casual hookup or relationship?
Relationship.
Stay-at-home mom or workaholic?
Stay-at-home mom.
I can fuck with that.
Me too.
I agree.
I agree. I support you.
I am not addicted to working.
I'm not doing it either.
Yeah.
Working is ghetto. I love my job. I
Yeah.
love it to death, and I'll do it forever. But like, I mean, if I'm gonna be a workaholic,
Yeah, exactly.
I'd
Or-
rather be
Right.
a stay-at-home.
You don't want to like depend on your like labor for the bills and your lifestyle.
I
like-
see my job as my art.
Yeah, I
Like,
agree.
It's not even work to me. It's work. It's hard work, but like
Yeah.
I don't see it as being like a workaholic. Like it takes over everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Like
very
you're, like,
much- yeah.
Full on laboring.
Yeah, it's
to
just
do
my
this.
artist.
A lot of labor.
Like
No.
you know,
Physical, yeah. Like
stressed as
physical
fuck.
labor.
Just like no.
I wasn't built for that, to be stressed out.
Me either.
No.
I was built
I'm just
built
a
to be
girl.
comfortable.
Literally just a
Yeah.
girl.
I'm just a girl living in this life.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to do that. Like to depend
Yeah.
on myself.
No, life
It's
should be
horrible.
life should be comfortable and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be
I
at
fully
peace.
agree. I'm like, and I feel like people always say to be successful, you have to be like sleeping 3 hours a night and just grinding and working and doing all these side stuff.
For
And I'm
what?
like, I feel like that's not even
For
worth
what?
it to me.
Life is too
I'd rather
short.
be
Like
broke.
if you're not,
Literally,
if you're
I'm not
just
kidding.
do what makes you happy.
Like,
yeah.
Like, do what's fun for you because like life is so short. And at the end of the day, if you're not living it the way that you want to, you're not having a good time.
Why did you-
Like, why are we here?
Yeah.
Not saying that you know, like, life isn't worth living if you're
Right.
not. Like, it's worth it, but like, at least
At what
make-
cost?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but make like the majority of your life a good time.
Yeah.
Like,
And I think like if I am meant to do something in life and I have something that I'm bringing to the table that's supposed to turn into a career or a business for me, that is going to happen just
Yeah.
by me following my gut and following my what I think is right and it's making me happy. So
that's
I'm not gonna
flow.
force
That's
it.
being in flow state. I think
Yeah.
everything in your life, even the things that you have to work on, come through like flow and intention.
I agree.
This is relaxing me. This conversation is just making me
It's
so
great,
relaxed.
It's just
You know-
making me want to just lay on the beach with my kids and
can't
like
wait.
just vibe.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Let's go on a boat.
Let's go on a boat. I've never heard of people being upset on a boat.
Me either.
Everyone's happy on boat.
Sometimes you get stuck there with someone that you get in a fight on a boat and you can't get off.
I would still
Well,
be happy.
let's hope it's a big boat.
Yeah.
Lock
Go to the
myself in
end.
the bathroom.
Yeah,
Watch the sunset. Drink a
Yeah.
Corona.
yeah.
Life is good.
Nobody goes
Aperol
on.
spritz on a boat.
Oh my
Kelly loves
God.
Aperol.
Let's
Me
put
too.
that into the universe.
We
By
were-
the end of the summer, we're gonna be on a boat with Aperol spritz.
No, literally. Can we please?
Taking those like naps.
Please.
Yeah. We were napped on a boat, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
after
Great.
swimming, and then like being in the sun, and then
Right.
you lay down and you knock out, and you wake up an hour later, and you're
You
like,
jump off the boat into the water?
I mean, yeah, you can jump off.
I don't
you
do
can,
I'm
that.
saying, do you do that?
I do from time, depending on what my hair situation's
Yeah.
giving.
Yeah.
The
Sure.
hair has to be.
Yeah.
Trust me. Last time we were in Miami, me and my best friend fell off a jet ski, and I literally
She
my
was
whole
losing it.
yeah.
Trip.
I lost it. My whole night was ruined.
Yeah.
That was someone upset on a boat.
Yeah.
Oh, truly?
Well, a jet ski is.
That was horrible.
No, we were on a boat though.
You're on a boat.
well, we were
Okay.
on a jet ski,
But you
and
were
I
on
fell
jet
off.
ski and you fell off. Yeah, that would ruin my whole night too.
And your
then,
hair's
like,
done.
what
And
do
obviously, I straightened my hair. I went to Miami, straightened my hair. Was
First
like,
day.
Couldn't wait. First day. Good thing it turned out fine. I don't know how.
What
we
did
ended up
you
going out
do?
that night. Shania literally like.
She had to rewash
shout
her
out
hair.
to Shania
re-straighten.
because I don't know. I feel like I was blackout drunk in the bathroom, and she would just blow dried my hair. It was a lot of hair. She just blow dried it and straightened it, and I don't know how.
Took out all the extensions,
Yeah.
washed her hair, washed the extensions, re-straightened her hair.
And we still went out that night somehow.
Wow.
I don't know how
That's
that
a
happened.
trooper.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
how that happened.
Yeah.
But I was upset on the boat. I can't lie.
Yeah.
And it was ruining my time because it was like my hair's extremely curly and my extensions were straight.
Yeah, it was
So
like
it
her
was-
actual hair was like this, and then her
Yes,
extensions
Camille.
were hanging
Thank
down
you.
the boat.
Yes,
I would
thank
have
you.
gone home and be like, take me home, turn around.
Thank you. real.
No pictures.
And everyone was like, she was being dramatic. I'm like,
no, that's
No, we
not
didn't think you were being dramatic. It was just like, we're there, so it's like, all right, let's try to have the best time possible. But I 100% understood your pain.
At that point, you have to go home.
Just swim.
Turn around. Take me on the jet ski and drive me back where it's 3 feet water that I can walk. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Swim home.
No, what do you think? I was about to be nappy with my edges all over the place on a boat, and y'all are gonna take pictures and boomerangs?
You know, good thing I already have my pictures.
Yeah, you got
I posted them.
earlier.
I'm like, those pictures came out amazing, and I am so thankful for that.
Good.
Bro,
So then you can turn around and go
It was
home.
literally horrible. Like, I need to find, I don't know if there's any hair people out there, but like, I need to find curly hair extensions that like
fits your hair.
Fit matches my hair because my hair is super, super curly. So it's like so hard to find like.
There's
I don't
definitely
know.
like curly hair specialists.
Yeah,
that
but
will-
I'm like, this just takes too long. I found a place and they were like, oh, it takes 6 months.
to make them.
to get it.
Yeah, because
What
it's like
are they doing?
they do
Going
like
to-
my specialty hair,
custom make.
Are they
yeah.
going to another
I don't know.
country to find
Maybe.
the person
Yeah,
on the
she has
street?
to cut off a
that
chunk of her hair and like send it in as a specimen.
I had to like send like 6 different photos of my hair, and like I had to fill out a survey of like how my hair feels and all this stuff. And I'm like, this is great because I'm
That's
like, once I
giving
get those,
labor.
but once I get those extensions, I'll never like, I'll
Yeah.
pay a lot of money to get them, and then I'll just always use those. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So in case my hair gets wet, it'll look the
Totally.
same.
It will just blend in, yeah.
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 One day I'll do that.
One day.
If I didn't have blonde hair,
Do you not do braids? You don't like doing?
I don't know. I do like those braids.
She'll do too. She did the 4 like cornrows one time into a bun. That was really cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, she really liked that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't switch up my hair a lot. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I want
either
her to get
straight-
like actual braids, but I'm like baby steps.
I'm too scared.
Yeah.
She got 4. That's
I
good.
mean, like, I think you look good with the boho, like, loose braids.
You think?
Yeah. It looks so good on you.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
scared, you guys.
Yeah, you should just try it. But it takes so long to do, and then it's like what if you don't like it after you get it, and then it takes so long to take out?
Yeah.
That's my
Yeah,
only
that's
problem.
a gamble that you take, but I think, like, there is potential for you to love it.
Yeah, I
at
think,
the same
and
time.
it will like and you don't have to do your hair every day. Just
True.
wake up and it's just there, and it can last you like fucking 2 months.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Aisha had her braids for like
And you
4
can swim
months.
with them and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
I
I'll do that
mean,
next time I go to
Are
swimming.
you kidding? Yes. And it doesn't mess up. Like, it's,
I feel like the top of your hair might get frizzy if you go.
it
on
gets
Well, I
a
can use a little bit of gel or
frizzy, but
something.
you
Yeah.
can use gel to, exactly, to lay it down. It's so easy.
All right, maybe I'm sold.
Yeah.
How long does it take? 6 hours or something?
No, it took my lady like 4 to do like medium size.
Depends what you're getting. Yeah, if you're getting
Depends.
super
If you're getting
tiny,
super
it might take
small,
all day.
like,
But
yeah,
I would never get super
yeah, I
tiny.
don't think you would either.
yeah, like 4 and 5.
I'm already
hours.
balding on the side of my head from wearing buns all day.
Me too.
Oh no.
We're balding in the same
Me and Kelly
spots.
both have a freaking bald spot.
Oh
right
no,
here.
I have one right here too.
It's
I wonder
like,
why that is, because we put our hair
we
up.
put
all
our
the
hair
time,
out.
huh?
Yeah.
That's why.
Do you
it's so
pick?
much
You don't pick your hair up
stress.
that often though, do you?
I do this.
Oh,
I do
that.
half up, half down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put my hair up in a bun very often, and I do half up, half down.
Well, I do
very
put it
often.
up because I work out with it up. So
Oh.
that's probably why too.
We be
so
doing
crazy.
like slick buns, so
Yeah.
like
Slick, yeah.
slick down.
And I've been
pulling
doing
out
that
our-
since
Me too.
I was born.
Forever.
basically.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I like the way my hair looks like that, but I feel like I honestly haven't done a bun in so long.
We
because,
got
yeah.
over our bun phase. I
Yeah,
haven't
we
seen
were
either
bun
of us-
girls for
If I do a
2
bun,
years.
it's back here,
High or medium?
We
or
were
low?
high
On
bun
top.
girls for a while.
Bun.
top of the head, every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. We got over our bun phase. I didn't even notice
Like
it.
a
until right
bun
now.
with like hoops.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Lip gloss, lashes.
Lip gloss. Ah!
Typical light skin girls.
That was us.
So typical of
That's
us.
so
Some
funny.
sneakers.
Oh my gosh. I never had that phase. You know,
You're serious?
I really wonder.
I had that face as an adult.
Yeah.
I've been dressing like that since I was young though, like
Yeah.
lips, bun, lip gloss.
Me too.
No makeup,
Since, like, high school.
lashes. Since high school.
Yeah.
But I still was doing it up until like last year maybe. I haven't
Yeah,
done it.
same.
I dressed like a boy until I was 20.
I cannot see
I
that.
feel like
Camille.
you're so just like girly princess
She
vibe.
is. She's
I
so
am.
girly.
I am very like girly now, but yeah, like I was also an athlete.
Yeah.
And so like I wore a lot of like athletic clothes for tennis practice or horseback riding, and I was a horse girl, and like we're not known to have like amazing fashion. Like we scoop
horse
hoop
girl.
all day, and like it's a very humbling thing to do.
So did you come to Virginia? You had to come to Virginia for horse girl activities.
Yes, my
I lived
first
in
summer
horse
camp was
country.
there.
Where?
Yeah, it was.
Loudoun County?
It was called Camp Friendship. I don't know. It was the middle of nowhere in Virginia.
It's probably
It
in
took,
Loudoun County.
Probably.
Far as fuck.
And then I rode in Maryland, so I spent a lot of
Okay.
my time like in the country of Maryland.
I can see that.
Yeah, I grew up with all horse girls. I lived in an extreme horse area.
Yeah, like horse girls don't really have like fashion.
Yeah, they just have little notebooks
Little
with
boots.
ponies on them.
It's giving,
Little
yeah.
boots.
Like
But I feel like that's an
jean
aesthetic
shorts,
now.
Jean
Have you seen
shorts
the girls?
and tank tops. Yeah.
The girls on Instagram, like, that are in that horse phase. Like, have you ever seen that?
No.
Like, there's a whole aesthetic
Like
of,
Kendall
like,
Jenner.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
They
a
have-
whole
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, the boots and everything.
Yeah, it's a whole
Yeah,
thing.
that's interesting. Yeah,
horse
that's
girls
true.
are making a comeback.
They are making. Yes, let's go.
Go horse girls.
I used to get bullied
Let's
for it.
go.
Now it's in fashion.
Yeah.
It's au courant.
We should go to a horse place.
Yeah.
My friend,
I
I'm
rode
not friends with
horses
him
though.
anymore, but my friend had horses out here, and I used to
Oh,
ride
yeah?
horses all the time.
Yeah, I still go
So fun.
in Burbank. Yeah,
Oh,
I try
really?
to go
Yeah.
like once a week, more.
Once a
I'm
week?
not that busy,
Oh, you're
yeah.
still a horse girl. She's
Yeah,
still
all my
fully-
stuff is in the car. My boots are in the car. My helmet's in the car. My gloves,
Aw.
my spurs. Yeah, and Petunia comes out.
I was
and
gonna say, who's the horse's name? Oh my god.
I
No,
read a few
Petunia's
different
her
horses.
dog's
Petunia
name.
is my dog. She doesn't really like horses. She headbutted the last horse that I introduced
small,
her
isn't
to. Yeah. She kind of just like the boys. I like held her up to the horse, and the horse was sniffing her, like being really nice.
Horsey.
And then she was going like this, like trying to like avoid him, and then all of a sudden she just goes, and then hits him in the face.
Do you ride the same horse every time, or you just?
No, I ride different horses. So like I grew up doing like hunter jumper, so I learned how to train horses at a really young age, and that's honestly like kind of all I did through college because that was my college sport. I was the
Oh.
captain of the equestrian team, so I rode horses every day, and I would get like baby horses and train them to be jumpers. So that was like my first job. I would like buy baby horses, train
That's
them, and
so
then sell
cool.
them to like girls wanting to or boys wanting to be like in the show ring with the horse, and I would just do that.
What
And,
college did you go to?
Chapman. Yeah.
Equestrian team captain. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
So
cool.
training baby horses sounds amazing.
I
Yeah.
know. Literally, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's finish up the next
Okay.
game. Get your little beer.
Okay.
It's called Say It or Drink It.
Okay.
So drink your beer if you don't want an answer.
Okay.
Big one, big chug.
Big chug.
All right, got it.
We would
First
make you
one.
take a shot, but we only have
Yeah.
Jose Cuervo.
And it's like, it's middle of the day.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so. Yeah, no. Okay, so first one. Least favorite coworker you've ever worked with?
You know who you are.
Rudy.
Oh.
I've been media trained.
Yeah. Go, Rudy.
Celebrity crush.
The first person that comes to mind is Nick Jonas. 'Cause
I
Really?
love that.
I just have been obsessed with him since I was probably 11.
My Jonas Brothers obsession was unhealthy. Like
Mine
I
too.
was watch YouTube videos and just cry because
Me
I was
too.
just so
Oh my god.
in love.
Yo.
You know the When You Look Me in the Eyes music video? I would cry to that every
Yo,
day.
the black and white that's like.
And I'm like,
and they're looking out the window.
And he has diabetes and it was just so.
Yo, don't. I've been to 14 concerts.
I'm
I
in
just
shock.
offered that information.
I've only been to 2, but I would have gone to 14 if I could afford it. But I was only fortunate enough to
I
go
went
to
to
2.
14. I've done other questionable things to see the Jonas Brothers.
Did
but
you do meet and greet?
I've done many meet and greets.
Oh,
My
wow.
I
first
want
meet
to do
and
that
greet.
so
My
bad.
first meet and greet was when they were literally not even big enough to go on tour. It was before Disney and all that, and they had like a show at the Bowie Six Flags.
No.
And so it was a free show, and I found out about it, and me and my friend
Was
went.
this like
and they
year
had a-
3000 type of days?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And like Hello Beautiful and Mandy.
Oh.
And so I met them after that was the first time, and then I went to probably like 3 or 4 meet and greets. My dad came with me to one, so we have a picture all together with my dad.
Oh my god.
He drove me to New Jersey to see
No.
a second tour date, and that's where I did the meet and greet. I snuck into the meet and greet.
I'm so jealous.
I got
Wow.
the lady to give me a band at the end of the meet and greet, so I was the last one in with my dad, and it was really cute.
I still to this day I'm like that was my dream when I was younger, and I'm like I never got to do that, and I just want to run into them so bad. Like I live in Hollywood. Where are y'all at? Why have I?
I've run into them. Did I tell you?
Where?
Oh, you weren't with me. I was with Emlyn at Soho House in
What?
Malibu. Yeah.
Recently?
I've lived here for 5 years and I've never seen a single
This
Jonas brother.
was maybe last summer.
Like that's one celebrity that was.
I think it was Nick too.
Oh my god. See, I don't get starstruck at all.
I
wasn't with the wife.
I will literally go up
I think
to
he
them.
was with the brother.
Joe?
Joe.
I swear, he had to be with the brother.
I will literally go up to them and be like, I love you. I would never do that to anyone, but I would be like,
No, they were at they go to Soho House Malibu.
I wouldn't be able to even like talk to him.
Yeah,
that's like the only.
He was like waiting near the bathroom when I was going in, and he was waiting near the bathroom.
You're right.
God.
If I actually saw them, I probably wouldn't be able to.
I would.
No, yeah, you definitely could have said something then.
I wouldn't.
What do I say?
He's just small. I was like,
love you.
Whoa.
I mean, I
said Emily. It's like, is that the
come in
Jonas
small
Brothers?
packages.
Do they?
Tell
us more.
Justin Bieber's like 5'7" too.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Next one. Which ex would you take back?
What the heck? What are you doing? Wow. What? Yo.
Chug it.
You can't say? Mm-mm. If you had to, if your life depended on it,
if my life depended on it to say?
No. If your life depended on it, you had to take back one of them.
I would. One of them.
Yeah, but you just don't want to say it.
One of them.
Absolutely not.
You know who you are.
Okay. Favorite show you've worked on?
Show that I've worked on. I honestly really, really love my show right now, All American Homecoming, because I'm just really close with my cast. We are really good friends in real life and actually enjoy spending time with each other, and it's kind of the first time I've ever worked on a project and felt so connected to the people I worked with, even outside of the cast, like the crew, like our hair people, different people who work in sound or makeup, and like I have genuine friendships, and that makes work very not easy, because it's never easy, it's really hard, but it makes it more enjoyable and very enjoyable.
Doesn't feel like you're like working hard, it's like you're hanging out with people.
Yeah, we laugh all the time. Like, it's really, really hard to get through a day without laughing profusely, which is an amazing thing, and I'm very fortunate for that. So shout out to my castmates for making my life better.
What other shows have you done?
I was on a show called Katie Keene right before the pandemic, and that was a spinoff of Riverdale. And that was a really, really cool show to work on. Just like whimsical dreamers in New York. I got to live in New York for the whole filming period, which was like 6 or 7 months. And it was a very quintessential time in my life, and I loved that. And I worked on a show called American Vandal. That was a really, really funny, what would you call it? Like a... I always forget the term for it's like a true crime, like mockumentary, like comedy type thing. So it was very funny, and I worked with really, really funny people like Jimmy Tatro, who's hilarious, and a lot of those guys have gotten pretty cool roles after the fact in the comedy world. So that was a really fun show, and yeah, just a few other things back in the day, Nickelodeon, Disney. So.
Do you play a college student?
Now?
Or a high schooler?
Yeah.
College student?
College, yeah. So.
Do you have to put yourself in an immature mindset?
Luckily my character is a very mature girl. She grew up a professional tennis athlete, so she
relatable
traveled.
To you, right?
Yeah, she traveled the world from a young age with all adults. So she's very adult, but she's also very naive to like real world stuff because she was always so focused on tennis. So in some ways, yeah, I have to kind of like not dumb it down, but like the way she views the world is still very innocent. Sheltered, yeah. Which I'm not. I grew up in a city, and I grew up really fast because of just growing up in D.C., and so I think sometimes I just have to like see things from her perspective.
Yeah. It's crazy the contrast of like Kelly's growing up in D.C., well, at least close to D.C., and like you guys just said, it's not that far away, but it is so different. Like she was going to the club and going out stuff. I'm like, I literally was going to a freaking barn party. Like I never went to the club until I like moved to New York. Like I never went to a club one time.
Yeah, like I was definitely like sneaking into clubs at a very young age. Like, and I would like have my sister's ID and like, I don't know. I just feel like you do grow up fast when you're in a city environment, and like even close to a city environment, like. Yeah. It is a little different. Like, you do mature faster, I feel like.
totally.
I feel like you need to be on like Gossip Girl. You know the good
That
new
is
Gossip
so
Yes,
funny.
oh
I
my
was
God.
just thinking about Gossip Girl, like right now. When
Are
you're
you
like, just grow
serious?
up, yeah, because I was about to say, yeah, it feels like we're kind of in Gossip Girl, like that kind of world.
The new spin-off Gossip Girl.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, you
I
should
think
be
got
on that.
canceled.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, well, you should
I
have
didn't
been
even
on
see
it.
it.
It didn't translate. I would love
It didn't
to,
translate, but you should have been on it.
Yeah.
I feel like nothing could compare it to Gossip Girl.
No.
I need to watch
Nothing
it again.
can
Oh my
compare.
gosh.
I love that
I've watched
show.
it
I will
100
watch
times,
that.
but-
I need to go back and watch that
Me
all
too.
over again.
It's
I
been-
watched it all over again like 200 times.
Me too, but I'm like, it's been like probably like 6 months
Those
since
are
I've
the
done it,
best.
so I'm
You
about
know
to
what
start again.
else? Entourage.
I love
never watched
Entourage.
Entourage.
You have
Just
to
gotta
watch
do like it.
Entourage. Is my favorite show.
Really? Is
Yeah.
it good?
Ever. Yeah. Like Schitt's Creek, Entourage. Like they're Entourage probably first. Schitt's Creek. Is
I love
second.
Entourage. It's very good.
It is so
I just
good.
watched it recently,
Especially
though.
living in LA.
Yeah, like all my friends at Interscope were like, we live like Entourage.
It is like
and I'm
our life.
What is that?
That's why I like it, because it's like, it's
I
literally
never
like our life.
understood what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so
Like how we
cool.
were just talking about how other people don't understand like what it's like to live in LA and like the culture of the entertainment industry.
Entertainment
that show
industry.
shows it.
embodies
exactly.
it. It epitomizes it.
Interesting.
And everywhere that we go, they're there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like The Hills, but like an actual version.
Yeah, but like yes,
But,
in
like,
entertainment.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we have one more question.
Okay.
Well, two more. Because I
Okay.
have one. Favorite coworker?
Someone's gonna get their feelings hurt if
No.
they don't get picked.
I mean, I'll just
There could be
I
people
haven't
that she hangs
answered
out
any
with.
questions.
Yeah, there could be people she hangs out with the most.
Yeah.
The first person that came to mind was Jeffrey, just because I had been friends with her before.
Yeah.
And so we kind of went through the whole process from the pilot getting picked up to, you know, all of the developments of the show coming to fruition. We kind of went through that together, knowing that we already had a connection as
Yeah.
friends, and that was kind of special. So, yeah, just for that reason, probably her.
And what character does she play?
She plays Simone.
Okay.
Yeah. So she came over from the original American.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I guess we can skip the last question. It's a little raunchy.
What is that?
Really last.
She wants to ask you so bad.
No, I don't.
I can always drink. So
Favorite position?
She's gonna drink.
CEO.
I was literally no way, bro. I was literally thinking that. I'm like, she's gonna say CEO. Like it was on the tip of my tongue to say that out loud. That is the weirdest thing
Or
ever.
I'm gonna change it. My favorite position is unbothered.
My favorite position is at peace.
At peace. Heavy on that.
That's actually funny. Okay, let's jump right into your love life because why
Okay.
wouldn't we?
Whoa.
So, are you hot girl summering, single,
Yeah.
focused on yourself, in a relationship, dating? What's the status?
It's so funny. In 2023, there's so many different categories.
So many.
I guess simply put, I'm in the mix of living my best single life, having a lot of time focused on myself and have fun, and really just taking my time with my friends and my loved ones, because I was previously in a very long relationship up until a few months ago, and so I feel like I've used a lot of this time to reestablish those close connections with my friends that sometimes, you know, when you're in a relationship, you kind of like spend so much time with your person
For sure,
that your
definitely.
friendships, they don't dissipate, but you definitely lose like the intimacy,
For sure.
like the platonic intimacy of those friendships, because you're not like hanging out with them all night and
All
doing
day, yeah.
and so like it's been nice to do that, but yeah, like I definitely am like open to new people, and yeah, just intentionally dating when the right people come around, but I'm just having a really good time focused on myself and on my friends
I love
and my
that.
dog and my hobbies and my job.
Yeah.
What's
So-
your type?
You know, like I can't say I have like a physical type other than like athletic. Like I like people who take care of themselves, and like I think I'm very attracted to masculinity, like true masculinity, not hyper masculinity and not false masculinity. That's like pretentious, but more so just like a man who's very secure in himself, and a man who takes, you know, his self preservation seriously. So I think physically that like reflects just like, do they work out, do they eat well, do they nourish themselves well,
Do they take care of their environment?
Their
and
environment.
Do they have a clean house?
Are they hygienic? Yeah, I like men that are very driven, but also can have balance and are mentally not just stable. That's like the bare minimum. Like I would hope, but like also like mental toughness. Like that's really attractive to me, like someone who can work through adversity and problem solve and like doing it in like a cool, calm, collected way, which is like true masculinity to me.
You said something earlier about emotional intelligence. Is that important? Is that an important trait for a man to have?
Yeah, absolutely. I think men, when they, instead of doing like the status quo, which is like acting like they don't care or like being dismissive or being like whatever they think is a cool way to attract women by having Riz or whatever. I sound like a 40-year-old soccer mom.
Riz or whatever they say, the kids.
Whatever these kids are talking about these days.
I think the emotionally intelligent man is going to be really secure in who he is as an individual and feel like they don't have to pretend or hold back or like, I'm going to like act like this because it makes me look like cool and like I'm not like that pressed. But like when someone's like, hey, this is how I feel, this is my intention.
Yeah. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, like it's cool and like not in a way of just like, if you don't agree with me, then to hell with you. But like I respect you, I fuck with you as a person, you're cool, like I like your brain, I like your mind, I like talking to you, you're dope to hang out with. So like when there's not that air of like, oh, like if you're not gonna be like this with me, then that. Like I feel like everything's so like stepping on eggshells, and like to be honest, like I don't have the time or patience.
Yeah.
And it's cool because I'm like very like cool to be like, all right, next, like, or like just like okay, I'm like not thinking about that for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, like when a guy has that like emotional intelligence, I'm very privy to it and I respond well to it.
Yeah. What do you think the key is to like a lasting relationship? Because you were in a 4-year relationship and then you were in a 7-year before?
Well, one was 4.5 and the one before that was like technically 4, but like it was like a 5, but like being best friends that didn't make it like official until like a year later. So yeah,
what do you
I've
think
had
the key
2
is?
very long relationships. The key for me was definitely that like vulnerability and transparency, but with still having a little bit of mystery between you two.
Mystery, like what do you mean? Like
Mystery meaning like
secrets?
you're transparent and you're vulnerable, being like I dig
This is
you,
how I feel, yeah.
You're cool, like I'm feeling you, but also having a lot of integrity in their own lives and their own path, and me and my own. So like having things to do, but it's not like, you know, you're busy and you're ignoring each other. It's just like, no, I'm busy, I'm working on this because it's important to me. I have goals and I have passions that are outside of relationships.
Like separate interests and spending time doing things.
I'm so clingy that is just so hard for me to like wrap my head around. I'm like,
you're going to the grocery store, you're going to the gas station, I'm going to go with you. Let me go to the gym with you. I'm going to work with you.
Called anxious attachment style. And girls, we have to learn our attachment styles and read the book Attached because it'll teach you about your attachment style. And that's emotional intelligence, actually taking interest in your own attachment style and how you can.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with that per se.
No.
Like if it's a healthy balance. Like
if there's a healthy balance.
I can be obsessed with being around someone and just be wanting to be around them all the time, and that's fine because there's relationships that work out like that. You know what I mean?
There are, yeah.
Some married couples and stuff, they do everything together and they're together all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, totally. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's sometimes where like I like someone, I'm like, I want to be like in your skin.
I literally want to go in your pocket and just stay in there.
Yeah.
Can I come? Can I be in your skin, please?
Yeah.
Can you open up a little slither for me?
Yeah.
Like I just want to.
And that's when I get sick of myself. I'm like, oh my god.
And I thought I'm being annoying, but I'm like, whatever you do, I don't care. I'm like, you could be going to the car wash, and I'm like, I'm so happy to be there, just watching you wash the car.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. To answer your question, I think like for me, like the longevity of your relationship is built off of like one, knowing where you guys stand with one another, And I think that's through like very good communication, setting healthy boundaries, and having like your own lives, and you guys having a like alignment and respect for each other. Like you have to respect your person, not by your actions, but by how you think about them. Meaning, like if I have a partner, I have to look at that man, or I don't know, yeah, man.
I don't know these days.
Whatever he is, whatever they are.
I have to look at him and be like, I really respect this person, regardless of it being my partner or not. Like, I look up to you.
Yeah.
Like, I look up to how
I think that's important.
you move it through life. I look up to
like
how you
admire
think.
the guy you're with,
And that they admire you. So then you're both learning from each other, and you're both uplifting and growing
and I think
together.
But I think women need that more than men do. Like, I think women need to look up to the guy more, because it's like a respect thing. Because it's like, if I don't look up to you, if I'm not motivated by you, if you don't like bring me any type of like, oh my god, he did this, that's so cool. Like, then a lot of the times women don't have respect for the man.
And I feel like girls have, when you're in a relationship like that, girls have tend to walk all over the man, and and it's like horrible. I hate to see that.
Like,
I feel so bad.
Yeah.
And the guy just is like, I want to be with this girl because she's just pretty, and the girl's like, I just want to be with him because he'll do whatever I say. And I'm like, that's the most sickest type of relationship. I feel so bad.
Agree,
No, and those don't really last, like, because they like brew resentment. And I think for you to actually be, and I think honestly, for a man to stay with a woman long term, they do have to respect them.
Yeah,
and respect their hustle. And respect not just their hustle, like, oh, like it's the girl boss and she's, you know, like, it's not that. It's like, what are her goals? Like, outside of you, what does she spend her time doing? Like, is she into something, have a passion, like, that she actually can like manifest into like something to show for it? Like, I think men really do appreciate that, and when they respect you for having like a dream or an idea, and then that can materialize into something, that I think is very attractive. Yeah. Like, for men to see in their woman, and I think that's what differentiates in this time of like social media and like Instagram, where people can be like 10 out of 10s, but like you're with them in person, it's just like, okay, like what is your deal?
To me though, like my goal and my like, I feel like mine's not as career oriented. Mine is more like, my goal is like the family, and I guess like that has to do with him though, you know what I mean? That's not my own separate thing that I'm going off and doing, but I'm like, my main focus and my passion is creating a family with somebody, you know what I mean?
But so many men are with women like that and want to be with women like that, so it's like and I feel like I'm so honest in my goals. Like, I'm so upfront now that I'm like, this is what I want to do. I want to provide a home, I want to be a wife, I want to be a mom, and I want to like, that's what I want to do as, not my career, but like that's who I want to be.
Passionate life,
and that's like, it does have to do with them, but it also has to do with like the whole family aspect. So it's not just about them. About like,
and that's the person that I want to become. Like, I'm building myself. I'm trying to learn things in life that will teach me how to be a good mother and how to be a good just woman figure of the family, and you know what I'm saying? Do my part to create a good family and good kids and everything. But I feel like the world has always made me feel like I'm supposed to have some type of like passion, like you said, like outside of the relationship. If I don't have that, then I'm just like,
no, you have to. And even if your goal is to be a good mom, like in my mind, me being a good mom isn't about like me putting like 3 meals a day on the table and me taking the kids to school and taking them to soccer practice. Me being a good mom, in my opinion, for myself, is I want to be able to give my kids the best perspective on how to live a happy and joyous life that's full. And for me to do that, I have to be passionate about life, and I have to live a life that's full. And I have to live a life that like inspires me and that makes me feel like I'm putting intention into every day, and that intention is doing something to either align with a better future for myself or just give me peace or the people around me. So
I think like it's also, I feel like when you are like, you want to be a wife and you want to be a mom and you want to have a home, like I think it's good to have, like you said, a hobby, like even if it's like being a philanthropist or something like that.
Yeah.
We know what you're saying.
What was that?
It's okay.
You might know what that is. But that, or like, I don't know, volunteering or like working on a foundation or something like that, where it's like I'm using my time to give back, even though this is not like, I'm not using this money. This money is not really doing nothing for me in my household, but it's like something I can do in the free time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a doggy daycare or a doggy rescue. That's gonna be
that
my
might
thing.
be harder though. That's what I'm saying. It's like those type of jobs. I feel like if you're a starter upper of something, like that might take you away from your kids and take you away from home and take you away from.
But like once my kids go to school and stuff, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I have free time
But-
in my day, like a hobby, you know what I'm saying? Like that's just gonna be my side passion. I feel.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, speaking of like husbands and family, do you feel
Yeah.
like you've met your husband at this age, or do you feel like?
I don't.
Because they say like it's a study that says like by this age you've definitely met your
Met
husband.
your
Are you serious?
Yes, regardless, you've definitely met them. Even if you met them in passing, even if like
Like you came across them at
Yeah.
some point in
You
life
came
so
across
far.
them
It
in
could have been an
cross
acquaintance that
paths.
you never even know you're gonna.
I mean, it's possible. It's possible for sure. I guess like my way about it is like I don't even think about it like that, and I'm just like when it's obvious, like God will make it so obvious that it's slapping me in the face. At least that's how
that's how you envision it to happen.
That's how I envision it to happen.
Me too,
where
but I just
God
feel
is
like mine's not
"It's
gonna be like
him.
that."
It's him, bitch. It's him.
Yeah.
Like that's how I want God to.
I
be
trust
like,
me. I agree, but I'm like I
Yeah.
just feel like my life and love life has been so fucking difficult that I'm like God's gonna be like I think it's him, but
Really?
you find out. for
You
yourself.
figure it out.
Yeah.
See if it is. And
See
I've
if
had
it
times
is.
where I was like, I thought that it
Trust
was
me,
that,
me too.
and I thought that I was supposed to be that, and then maybe
You
it
know,
still is, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
something to be true that when it is real and when it's correct, it is not hard and it's not difficult.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
easy. And even if it's like a right person, and
I
it's a
don't know.
wrong
I feel like it
time,
is gonna be hard. Like I think it is hard.
Every
Like,
relationship
there's-
is hard. Yeah, you're
Like
gonna.
you heard Michelle Obama say that
loving-
she hated Barack Obama for 10 years of their relationship.
Yeah.
Like that's
Oh
insane.
yeah.
I think it is going to
yeah.
be hard, and I think people are like, "Oh, it's just going to be like butterflies, and you just meet them, and you just know, and you're just in love." And
No,
you're
relationships
I
are
don't
the
agree
worst.
with that. Like, I feel like
Romantic.
it's not going to be like that.
No, yeah, I guess like I
You were thinking about like, and even the Notebook, like that shit was hard as fuck.
It was.
A lot of people would have left that
It's gonna be
relationship.
hard. It's gonna be really hard.
Yeah.
But we're
But
gonna
you know what? We're gonna do it.
You're bored. You know it. You wouldn't be here if you were. What do you want?
We gotta work at this every day together. You
No,
and
that's
me.
actually
You and
so
me.
true, though. It's
Yeah.
actually really true.
Their relationship was insane. Like they
Yeah.
were so in love,
Oh.
but they fought every
Yeah.
day. Like,
Yeah.
and I feel like sometimes it is gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like, oh,
No,
yeah,
it's gonna be
just
difficult.
lovely
Yeah.
little relationship.
No, it's
But
gonna
then,
be,
but then you might find a lovely relationship like that where you're not passionate about
Yeah,
it.
you're
and
not
you're bored.
passionate. Yeah, if you're passionate,
You're like,
about
this is
someone,
easy.
yeah.
It works.
I'll just do this
Sometimes,
because.
yeah.
And I feel like a lot of
But
men,
I
especially
think-
successful men, more go with that because
Yeah.
they want more peace in their life and they're so busy and they're like,
Yeah.
okay, well, if she can provide for the house and she can be a mom and she can do all these
And she
things,
just
I'll go
shuts
with
up.
her.
But
Even
do
though I'm
those
not in love with
men-
her, I'll go with her because it works
don't those
for now.
men end up like
Cheating,
cheating
100%.
Yeah.
because they're not excited?
100%, but I think
But then they
majority
get best
of
of
men
both
do
worlds.
that.
They're
I
like,
think
all right,
majority
I'm
of
gonna
men
go
do that,
have
yeah.
sex with people that I'm passionate about,
think
and then
so.
I'm gonna basically hire this person to run my family.
I don't think majority of men marry their love of their life. I truly don't think that.
They
I
just
think
do what's easy.
I don't think they do what's easy. I think they do what's convenient for their lifestyle and their household.
And it's like they suddenly get to the point where like I'm ready to get married. Whoever's here.
whoever's here. It doesn't matter if they could have been in love with someone for 10
I think
years.
that-
I'm ready now.
Yeah.
She's ready. She could do.
There are men who do
Sure.
marry the love of their lives. I think we live in a very
I think there is, yeah,
pin-settled
100%.
culture. We live in LA and we're centered by the entertainment industry.
It's not just LA. Like I've seen a
Yeah,
lot of
that's
things all
true.
over the world.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I think that there are definitely, and I think one of the main, you're right, it's not just LA. I think
Yeah.
like the main thing is like a lack of healing and a lack of emotional maturity.
Yeah.
So if they don't have that, they're going to make choices that are not emotionally mature.
Yeah.
And they're not right for them. And, you know, a lot of people are afraid to be honest with themselves. A lot of
Yeah.
people are afraid to be honest to other people, let alone themselves. So, like, people are going to make decisions that are dishonest to what they actually want because it's easier, for sure, but it's never going to last. And even for things that last, it doesn't mean that they're happy.
Yeah.
Even if they're
But do you?
together.
What percent of marriages do you think are actually happy that? Are
Probably a
together?
small percentage, but I'm sure those people met at a time where they were both like somewhat healed or
Yeah.
had like somewhat of like a happy life independent of their partner.
Yeah.
So they didn't rely on each other for happiness or pressure each other into providing that happiness for the other. And I think that I've seen couples, like I have a friend who lives in New York and her parents are in their 60s. They've been married since they were in their probably late 20s, and they're still so smitten with each other,
Really?
and they travel.
I
That
love
is
when
so
old
cute.
people are
Yeah,
still in love.
they travel the world. It's my friend, her brother, and her parents. They go on family trips together, and they just, you know, go and explore and gallivant the world, laughing and being best friends as like a family. Like, it's really inspiring, and so I know it exists.
Yeah, I mean, I can't talk. Like, my parents been together for 35 years.
Yeah.
They're both retired. They travel the world. They are together every day. They work out together. They do all these things together. But that doesn't mean, I don't know if they're still in love. I don't talk to them
Yeah.
about that. Like, that doesn't mean they're still in love. I think it's more of like a friendship and a respect
Yeah.
aspect at this
Happy
time.
as like partners,
Yeah, at partners, exactly. Like, I'm
That's
happy
true.
doing life with you. Like, am I in love with you? Like, do you give me butterflies? Probably not. After 35 years, like, that just
Yeah.
seems
Some
wild.
people do, yeah.
Some people do, yeah.
You know, I one time saw this.
I lose butterflies after a year.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck could I keep it for 35? That's insanity.
One time I saw this post. It was like this guy. It was like a real couple, and this guy was asked. This man, he was probably in his like 50s at this point, and he was asked like, "Oh, like, what's the reason for you guys having such a successful marriage?" And he was just like, "I travel for work. Like, I'm never
So
there."
you're not around each other all the time?
So yeah, like, so they have to miss each other. He was
Yeah.
like, missing each other made us want to be around each other more. If you always come home and you're always expecting that person to be there, you always talk about the same things, there's nothing to catch up on, there's nothing to like really kiki about when you get home, like, of course it's going to become mundane and
Yeah.
boring. So like, maybe long distance is good. Maybe like dating someone who does something where they have to go travel is gonna make that relationship feel a little bit more fresh and frisky and like, ooh, this is exciting. Like, he said he was flying in on Saturday and it's Thursday night and he just surprised me. Like, that's cute. You know what I mean? Or like,
I
he
agree.
flew me out to like where he had like a work conference in New York or something like that. You know, like, things are.
I'm just a very physical touch girl, to where it's like long distance just makes
That'd
me.
be difficult.
I feel like I was such an advocate for long distance until recently, like till my last relationship, because I feel like I was always like, okay, I'm happy having my own life. I'm happy that they have their own life, and I like the fact that I go fly to see them or they go fly to see me. Like, I used to be such an advocate, even in high school. Like, I dated someone at the rival high school. Like, I never wanted someone up in my space, but I feel like recently I'm like, I want it. I want to move in tomorrow. I want it.
guess.
We just met.
We just want
Demiki.
it. Give me
But like,
now.
it's nice sometimes to go poop in your own space.
Yeah, that's true. No, but I get comfortable quickly.
Me too.
I'm like, if I spend 2-3 nights over,
But
I'm comfortable.
that's why you lose butterflies.
2-3 nights, I'm pooping.
You have to have
That's where-
mystery. You have to have
After 2-3 nights, I'm
mystery.
pooping.
If you were smelling each other's poop, that's like, you're going to eventually be like, yo.
I don't think so.
I mean,
No,
all
you will.
open.
But why? You just said you lose butterflies after a year. Try having more distance and see how much longer those butterflies last.
I was in a
Try
relationship
not
for a long
pooping
time,
around
and
them.
I had butterflies all the time, and we were so just anything goes. We knew
It wasn't
exactly-
that long of a time, though. Think about like 4 or 5 years of people.
No,
No, I'm
which
saying
I did.
4 or 5 years we weren't dating, but we were
Yeah.
close.
Well, I had been in relationships with people for 4 or 5 years, and both of the situations were so comfortable. Or, you know, like, they'd be peeing and I'd sit on his lap, or like, like, are you pooping? Like, open the door, like, oh, you're thinking you poopy, like, it starts getting a little like, I don't know, jovial, like. Not like kin, like, it makes you feel like motherly, but it's just like, you want some space. Like, maybe it's nice to live in different places so you can like maintain that level of mystery where it's like, no, like, when you
living
see
in different
me-
places, I could never.
well, for a while,
Oh, yeah.
until you get to a point where like you're married or you're engaged or something, and then like, once you get to that point, it's just like, okay, like, but still take it easy getting into being so transparent with one another and like digging up each other's nose and seeing each other's crevices and stuff. Like, chill out on that, like, a little bit. Like,
I don't know. I like that part because I'm like, why are we waiting for to be there? Like, if we're gonna be comfortable, let's just be comfortable now.
Go slow. Like, it's so much more fun going slow. People like going fast because you get the adrenaline rush, but like, the slow turtle wins the race.
And I feel like you're building
I don't
a
know.
foundation more when you go slow in a
You
relationship.
do.
But
And you start liking the person for their personality, and you see different quirks, and you can appreciate them more. And you don't see them enough to the point where you're already sick of them. Like, I get sick of, like, I can get icked out by like the dumbest thing, like how you like run, or how you walk, or how you park a car, or a question that you ask.
what sign are you?
I'm a Scorpio. Yeah.
Nice.
But I think, like, it's just, the longer you spend with someone, the less they have the chance of icking you out, because you start
That is
learning
very
more
true.
qualities about them that are endearing to you and that are attractive to you, that you start thinking about those, and you're just like, huh, like, that would have icked me out, but, like, he's so cute because of, like, whatever. Like, you build more of, like, an appreciation.
I feel like in the beginning, if I'm not, like, obsessed with them in the beginning, and I try to do this now, because I'm like, I don't want to just only have to be obsessed with someone in the beginning to like them, so I try to give people chances now.
Yeah.
And I've tried that. And I'm like, certain things in the beginning, before I really, like, start to like them, I'm like, like, Rudy knows, like, I'm like, I don't think I like that about him. Like, I don't think, I feel like that's just not good. But then eventually, I'm like, I love him. Out of nowhere, I just be loving them.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, that doesn't ick me out anymore all of a sudden.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta see if the good outweighs the bad.
Yeah. All of a sudden, I feel fine about whatever he just did that I thought was icky before. And I'm like, wow, that means I like them now. I'd be happy. Because, shit, that should be scary in the beginning. I'll be like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work, brother.
I know.
Brother.
It has to be such a specific combination of things.
My toes are
Kelly got her just toes on camera. Free toe.
No. No one look, please.
They look nice.
Thanks.
Do you feel like being on a TV show, do you feel like famous or no?
I've never felt famous.
The other day, if he watches this, remember when we were at...
Yeah.
We were at
Melrose.
Melrose Place. This guy loves Camille, bro. Like, he was like, I felt bad for him because he was just like, I can't believe I'm just sitting at this table with the girl from All American. Like, he just kept saying that, and I was like, oh.
But I think in LA, like, nobody cares because everyone's like somebody, you know what I mean? But like,
He loved her,
when
though.
you
I'm
go
not kidding.
other places, is it more like, does it feel more like?
Do people recognize you when you go other places?
Yeah, I was really surprised, honestly. Like,
Really?
I think, in the U.S., I've never been surprised. Anytime I'm at, like, an airport or, like, in a mall or, like, a shop, like, I do encounter that a lot. Like, people, in the very low-key way, just being like, oh, hey, like, you're the girl, the tennis girl, yeah. Yeah, like, or, you know, just saying my character name or whatever. That happens quite often. But when I was recently, like, in Europe, in Dubai, I didn't realize that they had the show out there.
Yeah.
I don't know how and
They
on
just
what.
like translated to their language or something?
Yeah, but, like, the hotel I stay in Dubai, like, a couple people, like even staff, so I know they're from there, not people, like, visiting, like, from there. And I was just like, that's crazy. And then in Paris, I just go, like, have a little croissant somewhere, like a cafe, and they, and you know, people, like, people will be like, hey, like, I really love your show, good work, and like we love you, and it feels so nice, you know. So, like, no, I never feel famous. I really actually, like, I need to work on my self presentation, because I'll be looking really hurt walking out with, like, a t-shirt and shorts.
Bro, that would
walking
be
my
like,
dog.
Hey, it's her.
Yeah, walking my dog
Hey, come back.
with a messy bun. Yeah, and, like, greasy, like. And so, like, to answer your question, I feel so normal that, like, it probably is hurting me in a way.
Yeah, I would
that's
be
hilarious.
like,
Me too. I would feel the same way.
I'm trying to work on that, even though I'm not famous. I'm like, I need to start just as a grown woman. I'm like, if I want to be a presentable person, I need to make sure I look presentable every time I leave the house.
It's
even if I'm just going to the store, I just need to, like, at least brush my hair.
Yeah, all boys
Not
have to do is have, like, a fresh haircut.
Fresh haircut, literally.
And that's it. It's crazy.
We have to, it takes a lot. I mean, not takes a lot. We're all naturally beautiful, but it's just like, you gotta get yourself together and not look crusty.
Yeah, not look crusty, moisturized, yeah.
The nails is what gets me.
Yeah.
Having my nails done constantly.
Having a nice, and then when you get them done, you're just like...
It's just what gets me
You
going.
hate sitting there in there.
I hate sitting there, and it's like, I get the Gel X, and it grows out so easily, and then they fall off, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give myself a break. I'll just do press-ons, and the press-ons fall off.
Press-ons are the death of me.
Oh, man. I don't know. I don't have the answers.
A guy recently told me, though, I had it on press-ons, and I said that I had press-ons, and he's like, let's make sure you're getting your nails done at the nail salon. I was like,
ooh, are you paying?
Yeah, he was. He did.
Oh, I was about to say,
like,
don't make that comment unless you're finna swipe your fucking credit card.
He's paying, but I was just like,
Okay.
wow. I'm like, well, I guess I need to give that up.
Yeah, if he's
Yeah,
paying, he
yeah.
can talk about my nails all he wants.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'll go if you insist.
Yeah.
I like getting my nails done. I'm just like, sometimes...
I like having my nails done.
Sometimes
The act of getting them.
I like
You have to go
sure.
with friends, because
So you
then
can
you
talk.
can talk.
I would love to do that. Do you guys want to go with me?
Yeah.
Because
Where
I
do you
always be
go?
by myself.
I'm really picky. I
Are you
like my
picky?
salon because they have like Prosecco and like it's
What
pretty.
salon is
and
this?
It's called it's on Sunset across the street from it's called Serenity.
Oh, across the street from where?
From Equinox.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sunset.
Not far
So
from our house.
it's
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
close.
super nice, and like Petunia comes and sits, and we
Aw.
have like some champagne.
Oh, let's go. I'm down to go. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, I go to the Valley because that's where all my friends lived when I first
Yeah.
moved here. And
You go
that's
to the Valley to get your nails done?
not far. Like, literally, Studio City. It's 10 minutes, 5 minutes
Come
away.
to my place.
But,
Oh my God.
They have, like, the Gel X there. Do they have Gel X where you're at?
Oh, shit.
And I went to-
Everywhere has Gel X.
Do they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went to this place called Nail Bay on Melrose, and it was very nice in
Oh
there.
yeah.
I've seen
I really liked it in there. It was very
Yeah,
nice. And
I've
it wasn't
seen it.
expensive. It was normal.
Yeah.
And they did my toes, and it was nice. I liked it in there.
Nice.
But yeah, I need a nail place close by that's like pretty. Maybe I'll enjoy the experience more because mine's like not like pretty or anything. Like they just get the job done.
Yeah, no, I have to go to a pretty place.
Yeah.
Somehow I've become bougie.
If you could play any type of role, what would it
Somehow,
be?
some way.
If I could play any type of role, I really like I'm a tragic love girl. Like I love anything that can make me cry. That's why I love like
Notebook 2.0.
Notebook, or like there was a movie back in the day called The Fault in Our Stars.
I love that movie.
And that movie just got me going, like, and then there are a few other like short-term 12 like cute indie,
So like romantic drama.
coming of age, just like slice of life, like learning a person's perspective and seeing the beauty of life. I really romanticize all of humanity, and I think my favorite things to do are just like showing a perspective of someone that you probably wouldn't know in your real life, and like what they're actually going through, and like the beauty in their struggle, the beauty in their pain, the beauty in their like everyday life and who they are. And you know, I love humans, so just being able to tell stories of humans that you wouldn't normally get to meet or connect to.
I would definitely be a villain. I've always wanted to.
I've
Play a
done that a
villain.
lot.
You have?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're similar to your character right now in All American?
In a way, yeah. In a way, no. Because, like I said, she's very sheltered. She grew up, like, only playing tennis and being so focused. She's always gotten straight A's. She's always been by the book. And I got C's, and I got kicked out of schools and suspended, and I couldn't stay out of trouble to save my life. Like,
I would never guess that.
Yeah. What are you getting in trouble for?
just dumb stuff, like nothing too bad, but like I was pretty like I never like respected authority. I talked back a lot. I just did dumb stuff in school, but I when I got to college I got a lot better. I actually started getting straight A's once I was in college, so I pulled it together. So I was a little bit more Thea in college, but I think in some ways, yeah, I'm like her because she's like hyper driven and like self-aware, and she's really capable, and she's like actually like low-key funny, like in a way, like awkwardly funny. And I think I'm like really awkwardly funny. Like I can't try to be funny, but like if I'm like talking and like I like have like a cool perspective on something, like I definitely make people laugh. And I think that's what Thea does, like unintentionally. So I think those little quirks in my personality definitely come out in her. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to just like play a supervillain and just.
I mean, it's kind of fun.
Like, do you ever want to play? I would want to play someone that's like opposite of what I am in real life, so that I can just completely have a complete alter ego. You
like,
know what I mean?
I definitely want to do like Marvel. Like I'm a big action girl. And
I could see you being a superhero, like a superwoman,
being like something like that, where I have like a like
or like a Harry Potter. You would be like a freaking Hermione. And
I would be a Slytherin.
No, I would definitely be a Slytherin. I would for sure be a Slytherin.
I mean,
I took a test. There's a test online you can take.
I know there's a test.
You take it?
I haven't taken it, but I know I'd be a Slytherin.
I already knew I was a Slytherin, and I was like, yep. Thank you for confirming.
I used to hiss at people when I was little for like a
week. Talk
to
snakes.
I literally
used to hiss at people.
When I was weird and like younger, like I'm talking about like 7, 8.
Real horse squirrel
I would
days.
Oh my god, yeah. I went through a period and I was so weird and like eclectic. I went through a period.
I used to wear rainbow leggings and like
Yeah.
neon green
you're
Converse.
a horse girl. That was a horse girl move right there.
I only wear horse girl occasionally.
But yeah, like sometimes I remember I'd be at tennis practice and my coach would be like, "Hey, do this," and I would just go.
Oh no. Oh no.
She was probably like, call the police.
Took her into a
Took her in the hospital.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times. Do you see yourself living in LA for the rest of your life?
I see myself being quite a nomad. I find myself being connected to different places at different stages in my life, so I don't really feel like I'll spend most of my life in one place.
Yeah.
I've lived in Italy intermittently throughout my life. Yeah, and so like
She's fluent.
I'm fluent in Italian. I speak Italian. Yeah, I have a lot of family and family friends that still live there, so I still visit usually in the summer for quite a little bit. And it's kind of like my safe place, going down to Puglia. So I may invest in a property there so I can spend like a lot of my time there, and then
That'll be so cool.
Yeah,
I'm coming to visit.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've already like started like my mood board for how I want the vibe to be. But I think LA is always going to be kind of like a hub for me.
A home base.
Definitely for work purposes,
Right.
it's kind of obviously central to my industry, but I think it's really important for me to get outside of it because life here can sometimes feel a little bit unreal, and I don't know if everyone's like very like happy with themselves here, and the overall energy isn't necessarily in alignment with me most of the time, but luckily I have friends here that I can rely on to kind of match my energy and have good vibes. So
Amazing.
yeah, but I love LA. It's a great place, great weather.
Yeah. I love it too. I just feel like I wouldn't be here forever though.
Yeah.
Eventually. I don't know where I would live,
Yeah.
but I would
Somewhere
raise a
with
family.
nature. Like I need a lot
Yeah,
of
but
nature.
like, it's just so hard to find a
I
place to
need
live.
a yard.
but-
I need like animals, and I need like seasons.
Yeah.
Do you want to have horses?
Yeah, I want to have horses. I want to raise my kids with horses.
so
They need to
cute.
learn. Horsemanship is, I think, very parallel to being a good stand-up human.
Yeah.
Learn how to respect a horse. The world will respect
Facts.
you. Yeah.
Okay, moral of the story of this podcast is that we need to be on a yacht with
Yeah.
A horse.
With
Horse
with Aperol
with Aperol
spritz.
spritz. Okay.
And
Anybody's out
emotionally
there?
mature
Men.
and friends that you vibe with.
Yeah.
That are
And
cool.
fostering some dogs
Fostering
on
dogs,
there on the boat
puppies.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, kittens.
I love this.
Yeah.
That's great. That sounds like a great place.
Wholesome
to be.
girls.
Wholesome
Wholesome
girls.
girls. That's all we want. We don't ask for a lot.
And we're
Just
not
a
built
yacht.
to stress out. So that's
Yeah.
the other
Exactly.
moral of the story.
Yeah.
Peace on the yacht only.
Peace only. Yes.
No
Absolutely.
working.
No working.
No
bye.
labor.
No labor.
No labor. We hate that.
No labor allowed. Okay. If you're coming with labor, leave us the fuck alone.
Don't DM me.
Don't at me.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up the episode. Thank you so much for coming on. You had just so many,
Thanks, Camille.
so many
Thanks for having
insightful and just things to say. Wisdom.
Yeah.
Really brought me peace.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Thanks
so
for
good.
Your
having
presence
me.
is calming.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. That's a big compliment for me.
Yeah,
So
I love it.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, we will see you guys next time on the next episode. Comment who you want to see as our next guest.
Might have some cool people coming on.
Hopefully.
Stay tuned. And as always,
We promise
you'll love it here.
You love it here.
She loves it.
Yeah.
She loves it here.
I do.